Ah, yes. It's that time. It's that time again. Distorted Reality Podcast. We're Distorted Nation Radio beats Reality Check TV. With your hosts, C-Core from Distorted Nation Radio and Hellrzzr from Reality Check TV. With your Kevlar-coated comments, it's time to distort your reality.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, this is 2 in a row for you. It's some kind of habit now, right?
What? I was here for like the first 8.
You were here for the first 11.
Okay, whatever. Same thing. 8, 11, 9.
Now we're
4.
on number 17 of Distorted Reality Podcast, and I'm super excited. It's an emotional day. It's a good day, but one of the things that we have fundamental belief systems in is betterment. And we believe in living in the moment, also having the light around us. And our special guest, he was just kind of off to the side, but he's here.
I don't know if you can see him over here. I think if he leans in a little bit more,
he can. But he's just there. He doesn't have a microphone. He didn't want a mic, but you know what? He's just here he's given us all the good energy. We needed the good energy, and we wanted to give it to him. And that is Stevie OG Rodarte.
Yes. One thing that is real nice to be able to spend this time with him before he takes off, and he, as he put it on Facebook, closes the chapter of California in his life, which I don't necessarily think it's closed. I'll bet you there will be at least a
you can vacation here now.
When you get tired of all the snow and cold in Montana, come back to California for the nice warm summer.
Well, I'm going to give you guys some inside things on what I do know that is a fact. Stevie established residency at my home because his driver's license is going to be delivered here next week, and so I almost registered him to vote.
I almost as a dependent now.
I am going to claim him, but I almost registered him to vote so I could legally vote because that's what people do now. But I didn't. I kept it honest. We said no, but I was tempted. I might change it though.
Well, you should have registered him to vote, but I mean, with him, I don't think you can really.
Well, just the Yuba City Council and different things.
Oh,
it's
okay,
local government stuff,
government. Okay.
just local government, not big decisions. So, but also what we have here is we also have a piece of him. We have his original leg. Okay.
Hang on, not the original leg, the first replacement, the 1.0. Okay, he's modeling the 3.0, I believe now.
Right.
And that's the one that's like part robotic with a charger cord and everything. It like he has like a little watch commander that he wants to like set to run, and then like his leg runs for him. Okay, he's like go gadget. All right?
Kevin, can't we get him a microphone?
They're trying right now to make an app for that. So
Kevin, can you get him a microphone just in case he wants to chime in?
He can use mine if he wants to chime in.
He can?
No. Say hi.
No, can't you set him up, honey? He's going to set him up. This is too important.
I'm good.
No, we want you to say
That's
good.
the whole point of having a boom. You can spin it. It's all good.
Yeah. So let's just say number 17, we didn't actually, I knew we'd get here. I just didn't know when. And it's just for the date's sake.
I'm sorry that there's,
March 23rd.
March 23rd.
2023.
22nd.
Oh,
today's the 23rd.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I've been writing the wrong date on all my work receipts.
3/23/23. Actually, it's 3/23/23.
Oh, 3/23/23.
And that's actually a cool date that Stevie's last day is. Wait, Stevie, 3/3/3?
My lucky number is 3.
It's actually really important because
my lucky number's 3 too.
There was a time, I'm gonna tell some little secrets,
Not
okay?
2.
Sometimes I can't sleep, and when I can't sleep, I always check on Stevie, and I just want to make sure he's okay. And one day I wrote him, and it was 333, and I did not know that was the magical number, and it was pretty cool. And so every once in a while, I spontaneously wake up, and I'll be honest, Stevie, there are times when I wake up at 3:25.
Isn't that like the bewitching hour though?
It's
called dead hour.
It is, but sometimes I wake up at 3:25 and I wait to send my post because I want it to be 3:33. So
Yeah. Okay.
It is magical.
It is magical.
Magical.
Oh, there he is.
magically
Oh, now you
delicious.
can hear him.
You can
There
hear him a
he
little
is.
bit better.
Yeah.
He's still not
It is.
up to the mic. But
It's magical.
It's
He's good
okay.
enough.
It's good enough.
I believe in the Dematria then.
Yeah. So we're taking a train. Let's just talk for a second about Stevie. He's going to Montana, and we know that it's a pretty cool place. Montana's a big state, and you know what? You're quicker than I am, Corey. Could you get up the state map? Stevie and I were in the car the other day, and we're smart on so many levels, but we were like, where's Arizona? Is Arizona near Montana? And
No.
where's Idaho? And, we just didn't really have our geological map correct since the 4th grade. It's been a long time, since the 70s for me and 60s for him. Or maybe it was the early 70s for him. He's not that old. He was born in 65. He just turned 58. Oh, he's doing it on his phone? I thought you did it on your...
Didn't
All right.
get connected to the internet yet. Yeah, what
Okay.
do you want now?
All right, so how about Stevie? Here? Let me hand you this. Can you talk about this? Little gift that you got for Corey, and maybe open it up because there's a gift inside for Corey.
Oh, you didn't open it?
He hasn't opened it. He doesn't know what we got him.
What? She just had you.
No, I wanted you to open it. Unzip it and give it to him.
Unzip it. That's
I don't want anything that he unzips and gives me.
No, you do because
Hold
it's. No, now he's standing. There he is. Okay.
Come
So,
here.
so open it up, and we got this special because
If I got on my knees right now, you would so blush you'd run away.
Okay.
I know it.
But Corey's sensitive, but he's also.
I'm not sensitive.
He's a little on the
Here we
woke
go.
side.
Here we
So
go.
go ahead, open
What?
it up. What did you get?
It's a Hershey bar.
A
No,
she.
it's a gender Hershey bar.
It's a Hershey.
Yeah, and
bar.
we just thought it was so funny when we found that the other day.
It's pronouns
And so
on your Hershey bar.
right, so we wanted to make sure you got it. I had to hide it from Kevin because it doesn't matter what that is. He would have eaten this
Well, it was
already.
funny. The first thing that came up was Corey's name when you saw it.
I
I'm
know.
like, what?
I was so excited. And then the Wonder Woman lunch box, that's for you for your lunches.
I would actually use that. I don't give a crap.
Okay,
if it's
well,
Wonder Woman or not. It's
yeah.
still DC over.
It's still
Marvel.
DC? Okay. So I don't know if you pulled up. He
Enjoy
hasn't
your
pulled it up
gender
yet,
bar.
but we'll
No, I
work on the
did.
map.
What,
We'll
what,
work
what
on
you
the
want
map.
to? What you want?
I want to know how far Montana is from
What are you talking about?
Washington.
What do you mean how far?
Like
Washington
how many
or
states?
Montana?
Montana to Washington. How many states apart? I need the whole map. Don't we have
I'm
like a
trying
picture
to.
of the United States? Here, let me Google that.
Images, there you go.
So while he's doing that, I want to just take some time to say, we've been doing a lot of music, people, lately. We've had a lot of different bands coming in, and
Can we rephrase that? Like
we've been
determine-
doing. We've
Yeah.
been having as guest hosts and guest
Okay.
guest DJs just coming in and doing our podcast with music minded people, and that's not our 100%.
There's only one state in between Montana and Oregon.
And that's Idaho.
Idaho.
Okay, so we have to go through.
But then if you're gonna go south, you got to go either through Idaho or Wyoming, then Utah, and then Arizona.
Okay. So the direct route from California to Montana, we have to go through Idaho.
Yes.
Okay, great, because I could visit my niece Heather on the way when I visit Corey. I mean, Stevie.
Corey? Idaho.
I
Idaho.
Hey, I think I've actually retired my honess. I don't know. I'm searching for the one.
You are searching for the one that'll tie you down and make you make a sandwich. You want her to make a sandwich?
No, I don't. No, she doesn't. If she's gonna make a sandwich, though, it does need to be a PB&J. It needs to be strawberry jam. It needs to be cut, crust off, and then cut from the top left down to the bottom right.
So you
All
corners.
Oh, mommy's home.
And then, and
Wow.
if it's not cut right. Sorry, I gotta smack her around
So
until
it's
she
sourdough
learns.
or Wonder Bread? I mean, what is getting so specific? Toasted,
Wonder Bread, mommy's home.
right? Creamy or crunchy? I mean, we're gonna put this thing out there.
Ooh,
She's listening right
it's
now.
Honey roasted.
Oh.
Honey roasted peanut butter.
Okay. All right. You heard it. You heard it here first. He wants you to sandwich a certain way, and if he doesn't get it that way, then just go home. It's not worth it. For me, I like a little bit, I like to step it up a little bit. Like Stevie has been treating us really good the last few days. We've been eating well. I'm sorry you didn't come to dinner last night.
Last night?
Yeah, last night we had...
I wasn't planning on coming. My
Well,
whole
we
thing
had our
coming
good-
up on tonight.
We had our goodbye dinner last night. I'm sorry, Corey. Were you not invited? I don't know.
No,
what
I
happened.
wasn't. Sorry, my
Yeah.
invite must have been lost in the
We
mail.
had shrimp, and not just such scrumptious shrimp. And then we had steak, and we had some leftover pork chops because we had so many pork chops the night before. And we had some stir-fried vegetables and some sautéed mushrooms on the side, garlic bread, and the finale was the most epic Dutch Crunch apple pie, and it had about 4 to 5 different apples, right, Stevie? And we collected them over a couple-day period of time. It was crazy.
We did.
it had about 4,000 to 5,000 calories.
Oh, we don't count that. Oh, and you know, he made not just one, but he made 2. And
I haven't had it yet. It's still out there.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh well, I don't know if there's enough left now. There's only a half pie left, and you know.
Trust me. If not, I'll go buy one from Walmart, and it'll probably just be as good.
Oh, you know what?
No.
Stevie, he doesn't get any now.
Maybe if you go to if you go to Rick's Dessert Diner in
I'll go to Marie
Sacramento,
Callender's.
it might be on the same shelf, but no,
Oh man.
not as good.
Marie Callender's.
Wow, thanks, Kevin.
Wow. No, it was amazing. And I ate it cold and then I heated it up. And of course, with the right kind of Tillamook ice cream. You know, Tillamook. This stuff is made with love. When you put the love in it, and also I had homemade salsa all week.
I hope he didn't really make the apple pie with love, you know, like
Lots
the
of
American
love.
pie style.
No, not that style. He
Lots
did
of
not
love.
do that. We keep it clean. You know what?
Lots of love.
Yesterday, last week, actually, Corey, we were saying we were proud of you because there were certain things that we said that you didn't take to the sex side, but you know,
What, during the show?
Yeah, I mean, anything I would say before, you would be like, you know, dun dun, shh, you know, and you just were always going there. And Kevin said, you know what, Corey's really like, he just didn't say anything, you know, and Stevie noticed it.
Oh,
and
then I'm sorry, I was feeling ill. I guess I wasn't.
Well, it
myself.
must have been because we said nuts.
yeah,
And then also hard.
Yeah.
And you were like, nothing. I was
Nothing.
like, oh, shit.
okay. So just pointed that. Go to all the other episodes, and we
But
could do
tonight you nutted hard.
right. You could almost do a drinking game if you catch the little, like, you know, things. That would be good, huh? We can create a drinking game, you know, just for fun for the kids, you know.
Hey, just to let you all know, this is all for. Well, no, part of it, you know, is me. Like, if there's an easy joke out there, I will reach up and just pull that low-hanging fruit, you know.
I want to say thank you, AJ, for those wonderful steaks. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
oh.
thanks, AJ.
Mouth-watering steaks,
Wow.
you know. It's just... And
Fantastic.
let's thank AJ for some other things. The other day,
How about we also introduce AJ, because no one knows who AJ is.
AJ is the queen. She is the queen. And that's all you need to know, okay? If there's anything that you need to know about the founding fairy mother, godmother of Hellrzzr, you would know that AJ's associated with that. She is just somebody that's not just with Hellrzzr, but with just people in general. She has this way of looking toward the good in someone, and then if they're having a hard time, she just comes and just helps you. In whether it's a kind word or a gesture or an acts of you know, giving something of service. She delivered us some food the other day, and that was for us to. What were we making with
It was
that?
lunch. We had lunch.
No, that was lunch. I was going to bring that. She brought. Yeah, Kevin didn't even know. She delivered this gorgeous salad and a sandwich. He actually had a half sandwich later, but she delivered us food because we were making something. It wasn't the apple
Oh,
pie.
I was making a beef vegetable soup.
Oh, that's right, beef vegetable soup. You know, Stevie's been here a few days. Okay, we're just talking about food. This should be a food episode. I'm gonna miss your cooking, and I'm gonna miss your in your face friendship. But we're just gonna. I'm just gonna keep it real. When I can't sleep in the middle of the night, I'm gonna text you and I'm gonna say, "Hey, are you there?" And then I'm gonna FaceTime you like you do to your friends when you stay here. I'm gonna call you at 3 a.m. and I'm gonna have your brother come out and go, "Are you laughing?" Sorry, Shell called me again. It's fine. She just wanted to tell me goodnight. You know, so that's what we're gonna do. So that's
Make sure, I'll give you my salsa recipe. The main ingredient is love.
Yeah, he was going to have Corey because Corey got here and we were going to send Corey back to the store to buy me some tomatoes so he could make salsa, but I just said it's fine.
I had a really long day, okay? And I already went over and picked up one errand of items for this guy. And you were planning on sending me to another place?
Yes, but then we're still, listen, this is not live, but if you guys would have been live, you're invited, okay? So come down to the train station. So, even though this will air 3 days into him in
We'll make a
Montana.
post right now, though, on the page.
Yeah, we're going to be at the train station, and the coolest part of this, Stevie, is that you're going to be on the train 10 minutes to midnight. Is that a song?
It is.
Is
The
it?
midnight train to, yes, the midnight.
Midnight train to where? Georgia?
Midnight, yeah, to Georgia.
Okay, so
Well, the train's not going all the way to Georgia.
it's going to Montana, but you know,
It's
it's
close.
pretty cool.
Hop, skip, and a jump away.
And what was that shirt that we saw earlier that you're going to bring for your nephews, Montoya?
Montucky.
Montucky.
It's a Montana, Kentucky shirt.
Yeah, that's really cool. So we're going to have some other little memories of Stevie throughout this podcast, but we're going to do our regular thing that we hadn't done for a while and just kind of like, how was your week? About last night. What's going on?
Well, okay, hang on. Well, first off, okay, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to talk about.
Okay, that's what I mean.
But first off, I want to say thank you
Okay.
to Stevie. Like this opportunity right now to do it on the show with
Yeah.
his last night here in
So
Marysville,
special.
not Sacramento. That there's been a lot going on in my life. There's been a lot of downs, and mentally dealing with everything. I haven't always done or acted out the right way, but you have always been there for me. You have helped me in a mentor status way, and that means a lot to me. And so for you to leave California, leave Sacramento, as a friend, as a mentor, it's going to suck. I'm going to miss you, but I know you'll still talk trash to me on Facebook and call me a loser or whatever. But, I just want to say that I do love you, and you are an amazing person, and you have uplifted so many people within the Sacramento community, and it is going to have a serious loss with you not here.
I appreciate that very much.
It is. It is. When I
Hey,
met
I-
Stevie was. Oh, you want to talk?
I-
Yeah, talk.
I've wrote you plenty of things to read.
No, I know.
I don't think
And what Shell said tonight about it all being about the embetterment of oneself for oneself, if anyone catches on for that.
To oneself.
Oh, to oneself, sorry.
Yes. No, that's
I
right.
paraphrased
no,
wrong.
no, it's three. For oneself, by oneself, to oneself.
Oh, to oneself. Okay.
Yes, it's better.
To me, life, I'm no saint. I have made plenty of mistakes in my life, all right? There's been a few big doozies, okay? But in a world where it's like, where like literally everyone is down to just vilify somebody or just have them like basically extinguished because they screwed up one time. Like this place used to actually be this world used to be a place where everyone wanted to hear the comeback story. All right, but now no one wants to hear a comeback story. They just want to like, who's the villain? Okay, let's get them, let's kill them, let's tar and feather them, let's like get them completely gone, canceled, whatever in this day and age. And where does that leave room for improvement? Where does that leave room for growth? How can they, one person just does one thing wrong and that's how they're defined from now on in life, and that's just not right. The fact that someone can grow, someone can better themselves, someone can be better for other people and change their stripes, their colors, whatever, like however you want to look at it, it just doesn't give that opportunity to people anymore in this world. And Stevie has always preached about bettering yourself for you, for the people around you, surrounding yourself with people that have the same like mind, that want the same goals in your life that you do, to better yourself in the surrounding of the community around you.
True.
And
it works.
That's just one thing that, one of many things that I've taken from your lessons and learned that,
You have come so far, dude. It was nice watching it.
yeah, and then you leave me in the third quarter, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, Garoppolo, I'm leaving Niners. I'm going to the Raiders.
No, fourth quarter, 2 minutes, 2 minute warning. I'm leaving you.
Oh, hey,
It's worse.
I got to go to the bathroom.
It's worse.
Good luck, guys, on the field out there.
It's worse.
No, he's actually he's giving you. It's kind of like where, what's that that movie? Because you're a movie guy, where you have all the knowledge, right? Is it Star Wars or something? Or is it Obi-Wan Kenobi? He's your sensei.
I'm his Padawan. He's my Jedi Master.
Yes, he's your Jedi Master. Perfect, because Stevie's in your head.
Crossing swords a few minutes ago.
You know, wow. And now he's do you kiss your mom with that mouth? Do you? Uh-huh. I remember the first time Stevie said that to me. I was like, oh my God, I actually do. I feel bad. You know, but Stevie, you're in our head and you're in our heart, and you can't get it. Even when we want to turn you off, you're right there. And I'll never forget all my walks. You were the first person to inspire me when I did my talks with Shell, where I was, doing my first 30-day challenge, and you said, I have everything on my messenger. I could write a book of short stories on the different things, the different empowerment words that he's given me for, I'll say one, you take a picture, right? I used to have this, I would have this little girl that I had a picture, and I was mourning, right? And that's a whole nother story I can talk about, saying, don't say good morning, okay? Say good day, all right? And if you want to know what good day means, then you can comment on this video, and I might do a whole segment on that, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. But I got this picture of this little girl, and he said, don't feel sad about her, move forward and let's get a picture that's going to inspire you. And so he goes, who would that be? And that would be my grandchildren, right? Or my children. And so I started sharing pictures of my granddaughter Adeline and my grandson Forever and Daisy. And then he said, just focus on one picture a day. And then he took me to the next step and the next step. And then he told me, okay, I'm ready. And I didn't think, I'm not ready. And then I would mess up one day, right, Corey? And then he'd go, did you listen to anything I said? Remember? And I'm like, oh, I did. He goes, you know what? I think I need to be more patient with you. You're going to take a little longer. Honestly, guys, he gave me like 2 days to get my shit together. But, in his mind, he was like, I've been working with you for a year,
Yeah. It's been 12 hours. Why haven't you gotten this yet?
Right. And so we're a work in progress. And I want to thank you also for letting us. It's hard to give all these good words, and then when Corey and I give it back to you, it's hard. You're like, wait a minute now. It's hard to take it, right? But I think you're doing really good with dishing
I don't know
it.
About
and
that. He's pretty good at taking it.
But as far as taking the emotional strengths and when he's, having a hard time. Kevin, do you have anything to say since we're kind of tossing the love around for Stevie before we move on to the other stuff?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Perfect.
One story I do want to share is like with him and with Stevie's words of wisdom, and basically one of the first things that stood out to me when he kind of was really like, why are you going to do that? Like when I was quitting my job at Demolition.
Oh, okay.
Like I had this whole grandiose thing of saying, like, having this big old painted tarp thing saying, fuck you, I quit, with like this cake and beer and shit on a table, and I wanted to leave this grandiose way from the crappy freaking demolition company I worked for, and like, just doing this whole thing. And he's like, why do you want to put all that negativity out there?
Right.
Like, put that energy, you're going to put so much energy into something that's negative, as opposed to turning it and putting it into something that's positive, that also shows that you're better than what you're trying to, give the middle finger to them, basically. And that's one thing that really kind of stood out to me. Is like, why am I putting that much energy into something that's not really going to benefit me that much, Well, it's natural. If you've been raised to be, if your core being is negative, it's like putting on Which I have been very negative in my lifetime. Okay, for those who know me, I'm still probably a pretty negative person, but, honestly...
Do you wake up, God damn it, or do you wake up,
No.
I'm tired? What's your first thought when you wake up?
Honestly, what can I get accomplished today?
Really? That's your first thought?
What can I get done, and what can I use to move on to the next step?
I'm still in training, Stevie. My first thought when I wake up and that alarm goes off at 6:38, I'm like...
there's a lot...
And I crawl back in bed
honestly,
for like 15 minutes.
Literally right before we did this show and started recording, I literally was just on the phone with my therapist. I don't know if...
I thought you were just joking.
No.
Because I thought you were talking to somebody else and you're like, I just had therapy out there. And I'm like, okay.
No, I literally... Because...
She calls you on the phone after hours? What's up with that? It's like your therapist?
No. Literally last night was
He's banging his therapist.
Yeah, well, you actually... Never mind.
They're literally... Yesterday was our time to, I was supposed to go to my appointment, but she was sick. Okay. And so she asked, like, do you have an opening for tonight? And I'm like, no, I got to be up in Marysville and,
do my thing.
And she's like, well, what about over the phone? And I'm like, okay, well, let's do an over the phone session at 7. So
Wow.
literally, I was out there talking for an hour.
You sure were.
It was literally brought up a lot of stuff that's going on right now.
Okay.
And going to therapy, being mentored by Stevie, who, I've taken on to, in my mind, he literally is another father figure in my life.
Absolutely.
And, it means a lot to me that, you did that. Like, you owed me nothing. There was nothing for you to gain from talking to me, being there for me when I was at my lowest of the low, which I think I've hung out with you and stuff, with Hellrzzr. I was at your house when we did the Rockstar Mayhem Festival, but you really didn't know me. And at a time when I lost, in my mind, everything after my mother, my grandfather, my dogs, my relationship, and I just wanted my life to end. You literally just started talking to me and were there for me, and it means a lot to me. That was not wasted time. I want you to know that. I have taken your lessons, and stuff that you taught me, and I've, put it into my own mentor box to help out other people.
Have you shared some of that stuff, or just, how you have a parent and you can't help but morph into your parent? I remember times where, when my kids were growing up, and I'm like, oh, my mom was a good mom, but there was times where it was like, whoa, and I'm not going to be like that, and all of a sudden you're like that. But do you ever just find yourself saying something?
What's that? Can
I say one thing?
Yes.
It's not a problem to morph into your parents. What the issue is, or what you want to do, is take what you didn't like.
Yeah.
And make it better from your
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
That's the next level, and that's where we go.
Yeah, to be better.
I've tried to do that, and I've failed here and there. But it's always, I'm a work in progress no matter what.
But you know what?
We're all works in progress, and then we just got to maintain that idea of being better. And being better is moving forward with the best possible outlook for your best possible outcome. That's the best way to say it.
Also, Stevie, when as far as messing up, we're humans, okay? And there's times where we have a bad day, right? And
we all have a skeleton in our closet.
No, but it's not that. But let's say we have a bad day and we say something bad, right? I think recognizing the behavior is like saying, you know what? I hate
it a pattern?
I don't like the word sorry. I don't like to say I'm sorry. I like to say, will you forgive me?
I agree.
Okay? Will you forgive my behavior? And
Agreed.
and I don't like the and Stevie told me, don't say try. Don't say try. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. You're going to do this, don't say I'm going to try next week to eat
Jedi
less
faction,
carbs.
there is
Carbers.
I'm sorry, sometimes I was harsh to say things, but, it's just sometimes you don't know how to say something to somebody to get it through to them, where they go, oh my God, I've been trying my entire
You're
life.
kind of harsh.
Fuck it, I'm going to do it.
But you also will make a mean killer pot pie, or you'll love and you'll give hug and
I do make a good killer pot pie, actually.
Stevie, you've given recognition on so many levels. I'm Hellrzzr, and that's something that at first was like, okay, and
Yeah, you get a cool nickname from him like Hellrzzr. I get Hoary.
Well, it's a reflection of who you are. It's a reflection of who you are.
I have hung up that cape, okay?
oh my gosh, and so
Unless you're into it. Just saying, ladies.
it's just really kind of special, and so
Write the show if you want to go out to dinner.
But that's true, and I'm proud of you, Stevie. I'm proud of the fact that you we all have different pain, right? And this man is not always walking around on floating clouds and stuff like that. He wakes up and he has real pain. There's different kinds of pain. I have a lot of emotional pain. I don't even want to complain about my little arthritis or stuff like that, but you've really gone through a lot, and I know that I'm still working on him. I'm hoping he comes back in April for reasons I'm not going to discuss right now, but if not, then I guess I got a road trip. And Kevin, if you don't get in the car with me and drive to Montana,
You all think Montana's a bazillion light years away.
but I got
I will
other
happily spend $400 to fly this fool back here
I'll
and go
tell
home.
you what. We drove to the Dalles, Oregon, where my daughter lives.
that was 8 hours, but we took 2
and
days.
I will never, ever do it again. I'll jump on an airplane, and I'll see you in a couple hours.
Okay, and so you can fly and I'll drive?
Why do you want to drive?
I just feel like it would be really cool, just causing havoc all the way there, you know.
The scenery is pretty awesome driving.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go on the train. I want to actually see some scenery.
Plus, somebody
during the
has to
day.
bring him his paints, okay? Who wants to go on a road trip with me in a couple months?
Wait, I thought you. I'm sorry, I thought you grabbed those.
They're too heavy. Are you kidding?
box.
There's a
Oh.
box. There's like, it's
We
500
will
pounds.
ship everything else to
Excuse
you.
me, there is this magical, mystical company called UPS, and there's also another one called FedEx.
Or
I just thought it would
There's
be too
also the
expensive.
U.S. Mail.
Yeah,
I was going to say
Nor
US
rain,
mail.
nor snow, nor sleet,
or
nor hail.
or Amazon. We'll just order new ones.
The mail.
No,
they're
there's too
expen-
much.
very
He said there's
expensive,
very expensive
About-
paint.
About $2,000 in paints. But so the mail has a box that's $30 box. You fill it no matter how heavy it is.
Oh, really?
About 4 of those will go. That's
Okay.
Easy. That's easy.
I guess no one wants to road trip with me. I
This
guess.
is his subtle way of saying, just do that, dumbasses.
No.
Okay.
The road trip is awesome too. If you like visiting places. I love
Yeah.
it. I
All
love
right.
road
We're
trips.
all going to get on an airplane.
I'm just
you
going to
know?
go online and order you postcards
Remember,
and send you postcards as if I was there.
I'm gonna say pilots are vaxxed and they're starting to drop like flies. So
That's
be
true.
careful.
Oh, okay. That's another thing.
Okay.
You know what? They're clean in Montana where he's going. It's pretty. You know, he's going to antique. Oh, we had so much fun antiquing. I'm sorry, Corey. We
No,
didn't bring you.
fuck
in.
you all.
Thrifting.
We went thrifting. We went thrifting.
I want to go thrifting.
Do you? In Auburn, Goodwill is the bomb. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
they
it
had
was
really
very
nice,
nice.
cool stuff and very clean.
There's other cooler places in Auburn than just Goodwill.
Well, that was what we could find at the
I'll tell you
time.
what, Silicon Valley, it's harsh there, but they got the best thrift stores.
What's he
because it's-
touching?
Because it's Silicon Valley. I don't
I
know.
don't know, what are you hitting?
Nothing.
Okay, it's fine.
Because
Silicon
my
Valley,
foot,
huh?
Sorry. My foot did it.
Oh, he has a metal
Silicon
foot. We're
Valley-
like, what's your
Silicon
problem?
Valley because
No, I think that was his real one.
It's so wealth orientated. The
Oh.
thrift stores are amazing.
Oh yeah, I like high level
Absolutely
consignment.
amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
definitely.
No, not consignment. Thrift stores.
Thrift stores.
Amazing,
Okay, they
amazing.
give away the good.
Like
I
normal
found-
thrift stores that don't eBay
found-
check prices on crap.
I found a brand new first run Metallica T-shirt.
Oh.
Worth about $700, never worn,
Nice.
for $5.
Oh wow, I need.
So you know what you're looking for. It's amazing stuff.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to be ongoing with that. You know, we love Stevie, and if you guys want to, when we post this podcast, it would be really nice if you guys, tag it, tell a story, wear a Hellrzzr T-shirt, tell us how you met him. Did you meet him in the club? Did you get a sticker on the butt? All the good stuff. We're not offended here. We're not cancel culture
you
here.
want to put a sticker on my butt before you
I
go?
don't.
We don't have any left. They get.
I do.
don't literally. Oh, you
I got
do.
a bunch in my truck.
Oh.
I got the pink one. He can
No,
slap on
you-
my ass.
He's been waiting.
Listen. We're gonna bring the camera to the. We're gonna bring a little portable camera to the train tonight because
We are?
Yes, we're seatbelting him in. We get to go on the train to make sure he leaves. Remember, because we don't want him to get lost
that
in
was clear
downtown.
that both of us are doing that.
Yeah, we both
Okay.
are. That's what's
That
happening.
we're his handlers.
Yeah, we are.
I'm
You guys
sure
are
that's
like
now-
the U.S. Marshals.
Yeah.
You're like making sure he
We're all
gets
gonna
on the
be having-
plane, the train, and
Hey,
doesn't get off.
we just don't want a Home Alone 2
ties.
incident here where his luggage goes to New York and then he goes to Florida or some crap and then bypasses Montana completely.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
we're going home afterwards and gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna get about 4 hours sleep
So
tonight.
I'm
It's
going to
fine.
have to say that stickers on the butt is probably going to end. when I
Nuh-uh.
leave California.
I gave that to a girl at the
Oh,
for
you're
her
doing
birthday
that?
present.
Oh, you're
I'm carrying it
show
on.
raiser. Oh, you're show raiser.
I'm carrying it. In fact, they loved it.
Yeah.
They there was no
Of
they're
course.
like I asked them first. I'm all, hey, this is a gift for OG, and can I stick this sticker on your butt? And I said I can place
They
it
still had pants
softly.
on.
Wait, was it proper?
and take a
I
picture.
gave a proper slap. I did.
But did you rub it in?
I did. Pat, pat, pat.
Slap and rub. No, slap and rub it on.
I actually slapped and pat, pat, but
Well,
I
when you
can
put a
rub.
sticker on,
I'll
you
work
wanna-
on it.
You want to rub a sticker. Make sure all
Oh,
the bubbles
okay.
are out. Oh, no bubbles.
No bubbles.
Because
Wow.
who doesn't love a butt rub?
Right, I do every night. So, okay, Kev. Seriously, before we move on to the next topic, you don't have nothing to say to just you're still sticking with the no.
Of course I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Stevie's been like my brother,
Okay.
and I think we've both talked each other off the ledge before. And I'm definitely going to miss him, and it's going to be pretty hard.
Oh, so you're going to be the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard.
You just said hard.
No, you're gonna be the one that misses him.
And but I know that with all this modern technology, we'll still probably, like Corey said earlier, be giving each other shit on Facebook or whatever. Even though he claims I'm not going to be on Facebook very much, and I'm not going to use my phone. I'm
Well, I'll
only
be
going to
fishing.
use my pad.
I'll be fishing.
So then what I'll do is I'm going to open up a BitChute page.
Nice.
And then I guarantee you that he will be communicating
Do you, if you guys know what
commenting
BitChute
on
is?
my BitChute shit.
Oh, really? Is it like an active chat? Could you BitChute
yes,
chat?
You can do that. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
BitChute is like a lot of the stuff that people say are conspiracy
Well,
theories.
Wikipedia.
Only most of the shit on there has actually come true. So
Ah.
the conspiracy theorists are winning. But what they don't do is they don't shadow ban you like YouTube. They just let you put your shit up there, and they just let people comment on it, and it's kind of a cool place if you're bored. Go to BitChute.
Okay.
Yeah, BitChute,
That
yep.
in no way is an advertisement for them,
Kevin,
unless they want to send us a check.
We are
Kevin?
not sponsored by BitChute.
Kevin,
No.
I appreciate it, and we are like brothers. And first day I met you, I thought you guys were some hard ass motherfuckers walking back and working your ass off and unappreciated. And I'm like, I gotta pick up on that because what you do for the community was pretty fucking amazing. And I wasn't seeing enough love, and I was like blown away that somebody like you guys are here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you guys not on a parade or something? Or
Well, the cool
You know-
thing is that you were watching us before we knew you were watching us, and
know,
I feel kind of
was.
like, wow,
I was-
we got scoped out by
I was
the
a
OG.
stalker. I was a stalker.
Yeah.
Because I'm one who is in celebration and prays constantly for somebody who does something out of the good kindness of their heart through gratitude and not rewarded, but other than notoriety, which is enough. And I just didn't see it enough for you guys. And I love what you guys do, always have, appreciate you, and the friendship has been pretty badass. And not to mention, we were going to meet anyway.
Yeah,
Because
it was
of
destined.
my old lady was Kevin's boss.
I know, right? It's just
Yeah,
so.
AJ was my boss when
was
I worked
amazing.
at EMQ Families First.
We would have
and,
met at one of the.
We used
other
to call her
functions.
Boss Lady, and
Yeah.
she's still kind of the boss lady.
No, she's my special. She's my one that if I'm just, it doesn't matter if I talk to her like once a month or every few months. I'll send her, and she knows that I'd get on do anything for her, And I really. But with you, you guys joke. I'll say this is my second husband, and when I mean that, is because I am close to him more than a brother, just like this kindred spirit. I know that we say we met another time, but there's been too many relatable, electric kind of moments where platonic, okay, totally platonic people. There's none of that. But I just feel so comfortable and my children love you and my grandkids and I'm sorry you didn't get to meet Adeline. It was just a different time. But hey, you know what? She's going to be spending some time in the summer with us, and so you never know. And I'm glad I got to meet. I think I didn't get to meet your daughter's children, but I'm really glad to know that I got to. Well, no, one of them, your grandson,
yeah.
of course.
Yes.
But I didn't get to meet Steven's little baby, so I wish that I would have been able to do that, but that's okay. I'll meet him around, and we're going to have fun. And I would just encourage you guys, anytime you get an opportunity, if you had an opportunity to meet him, and please support Hellrzzr Clothing to the next level. Stevie loves all of his children. He's proud of each one of them, and they're all super special and unique, and they're part of you. And
I do.
The influences of their mother and their second mom, AJ, lucky to have them.
Yes,
so.
thank you, AJ.
Yep.
I've talked to her for about 24 years now, every day, almost every day.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
she's
even when she
my-
has walking pneumonia, I mean, she still is going to send you a
Yes.
heart.
She's always been there for me, always.
And she's this girl too, right?
Yep, my pinky hold.
Yep. Pinky hold.
Pinky hold.
Sorry, AJ. I feel like I know a couple of your guys'
What the
secrets.
hell is a pinky hold?
It's just special. You wouldn't get it. Here, do you want it? Will you hold Corey's pinky or just come on?
When she's driving, because I was all doing the hospital things for years, she'd reach over with her pinky and grab my pinky and we'd hold.
As tough as he is, he's a
Okay.
pinky holder.
I'm a pinky holder.
Okay.
Isn't that sweet? He's going to tell you.
It's what I remember most.
Yeah. Yep.
It's those little tiny things, and
Yeah.
her bringing the chicken soup while I was in that death's door twice.
Yep.
It's those little things, and the bracelet.
Yep.
That was-
He's wearing the bracelets tonight.
That she put on me. It was just stuff like that. Got me through it.
Yep, got it through it. So with that, let's just try to
Thank you, guys.
shake it off. And Corey, what's going on? Now Corey's gonna bitch about his day after all that positive and love. Corey's gonna go, well, I really don't want to
It's
tell
not-
you my stuff.
No, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and then
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff that, I just, want to reiterate that
Sure.
we've talked about before and everything. There's a lot of chaos surrounding me right now. And it sucks that I'm losing one of my mentors right now during all this chaos. But I know I'll reach out to you and you'll be there.
That was a bad day last week when you were at the shop and that was going on. Because I saw you you were like this. But I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to do what I have to do no matter what. I don't care. I'm going to say it. When I'm disrespected and I feel I'm undeserved of something, I'm going to shout it out. And I'm sorry I put you in the middle of that.
No, I'm not even worried about...
That's over with. That's over with.
Being, where I was in that is like, I'm here for you. I'm here for the other guy. Like, there's
I just wanted to apologize.
a lot of stuff, that no matter what,
he apologizes.
I appreciate that, but
real family puts you through it, right? And then we hug it out and have pasta,
We did. I
that has part of, some of the chaos going on around me right now. But, overall, at least being here with you now, and then hopefully that no matter what, regardless if I'm, still buddy with the other guy, like, I'm not taking sides, and that
it's not necessary.
You are important to me and everything, so that's never going to change. Now, I wish other people in the world could grow the fuck up.
Okay.
And
it's hard having those standards, huh?
It's funny because, you mentioned that I have grown a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, so someone who's really close and dear to me, Z-Girl, who was here a couple episodes ago, she means the world to me. And she even noticed that, like, I have changed immensely from just a couple years ago.
Yes.
I have, opened my mind. I have taken in a lot. I have actually, like I've even mentioned down here, there's a lot of things where I just want to take to Facebook and just be like, oh, fuck this and attack this and all this stuff and let all this anger out and stuff. But it's like, I'm holding back. I'm not really just, saying the first thing that comes to my mind and, putting out the negativity to it and everything.
Become a man of solutions, not problems.
And
that's the key.
I'm trying to, and I'm trying to be there for the people that I care about the most. And it's hard for me to be there when they were never taught that they need to be there for themselves.
Yeah.
One of the things I really want to talk about is self-empowerment, and that you deserve the best in life.
Can I interject? Me, myself, and I.
You deserve the best in life, and anyone that's going to stand in your way, anyone that's going to sabotage you, anyone that's going to deter you, to bully you, to banish you, to like stop you from getting to where you want to be in life, needs to be cut out. The toxicity needs to go bye-bye. Now, not saying, depending on who that person is, you have to cut them out of your life completely or forever, but at least for the time being to accept your place and where you want to go.
You can take a break. Sometimes
get to that point where you need to thrive, and once you're thriving, then reach out to them and say, hey, you know what? I got here. I did it without you. You weren't helping me, so I had to take that step. Now can we talk? Now do you want to still be a part of my life? If not, fuck off.
Yeah. That's true. And also, people come in our life for seasons sometimes. Sometimes that season is a shitty one and it helps us grow to the next level. I really try to take it's hard when you're young. It's hard when you're young, but you don't have to be old to reflect back on your life, okay? I think it's real. Some people have that line in the sand. I didn't have a line. My first line in the sand came when I was like 27 years old. But some of these young people now, they're like, oh, I have boundaries.
Honestly, I know it caused a lot of friction growing up with my mom.
Yeah.
In certain parts, because I was so headstrong and I was so, I don't want to do this. I'm not going to fucking do it. And honestly, I kind of have an out for that. I got to thank my grandfather. My grandfather, when I was a young kid, like, I remember him telling me, my mom's making me go to her friend's birthday party or some crap like that, and I just really don't want to go. And he was like, then why are you going? You shouldn't have to go and sit there for 5 hours being bored or being tormented, just like whatever. Like, I don't know. He always just empowered me to like say, hey, I really don't want to go. Can I stay home and do this? Or, voice my opinion, because I have a word. I have an opinion. I have my own thoughts, and everything I have to say should at least be heard and at least, weighed in on a decision.
Absolutely.
Not just, you're going to control my life until I'm 18.
Right.
Even then, if you're after 18, someone controls your life.
Unless you were like going to hurt yourself or like do
stuff
decisions,
like that.
You know?
But like, I don't know. I've always just been.
So your mom was the one that said you're going to go to this birthday party because Johnny doesn't have any friends and you need to go sit with Johnny.
No, it wasn't like that. It was like one of her friends' parties or something. I don't remember.
Okay,
and then there's other kids were going to be there, and I was just like, I really don't want to go. Uncomfortable or some crap. And my grandfather's just like, Don't go.
Okay.
Tell her, stand up for yourself. And that's where I just always have had that mentality, especially growing up in my teenage years. Like, there was a time my mom actually, God rest her soul, she kicked me out of the house for like a week. Maybe 2. I think it was 2 weeks. She kicked me out of the house because we really got into it. But, I was like,
How old were you?
I was 16.
I ran away when I was 14, and when it's just like for like 4 days. She knew where I was, but I still ran away. And when I came back, you know what she did to my bedroom? She made it a den. No, there was a TV and a couple chairs. It was her like little area now.
Her escape room.
Yeah, I had to sleep for 3
She replaced you.
She took my room and put 2 rocking chairs in there, and she's like, well, because they only had a little front room, and so now she had her little sitting area, and I had to sleep with my little sister in her bed for 2 years until we moved out of that house and got my own bedroom again. And she's like, well, hey, you know what?
You ran away. You gave up your...
I'm like, she knew where I was. I ran away to Charmaine's house for 4 days. It's not like I
I don't know who Charmaine is, so I can't trust
matter.
that was
she
a
was
good decision.
Bad influence, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Great Charmaine.
Yeah.
So...
She was a good girl. I was
But
worse.
I had friends, and I went couch surfing through that time, but I was smart, because I don't know, I've always been called an evil genius, because...
Ooh, an evil genius.
So what I did was, my mom wanted my house key. And my closet was a typical teenager closet. It was a...
You had spare keys?
It was just... It was thrashed. There was so much crap in there. So I was like, you want my fucking key? You want my key? So I took the key off, and I threw it in the closet. I was like, go fetch.
You know what?
But I actually threw my grandparents' key in there. I kept my own house key. I tricked her into thinking I threw my house key in there. So when they went to work and stuff, I snuck back into the house.
I don't know, Stevie. I think I would have got...
I would have slapped...
I would have deserved it. I would have deserved it.
Crap out of him. He would have been mopped. I would have mopped the floor.
I would have deserved it.
I'm not kidding. I would literally take the boys when they talk shit. I'd throw water on the floor. I would mop the floor with them. Not even kidding. That's the boys.
You know what, Stevie? I want to slap him right now for that.
But check this out. I'll take one of those. At my house, the door was always open. So at one point, there was 5 boys in the back bedroom.
Wow.
So at night, they would actually build bunk beds for each other, and when I get money,
you would build bunk beds.
All these boys in there because I wouldn't let kids. As well, AJ, we wouldn't let these kids be in the street.
Okay.
And a few was our nephews. Mm-hmm. They got tossed out at 14, 15, 16. Well, we let them stay at our house with the boys, and it was awesome to teach all of them respect and
they had a place to go.
At
and they
night,
felt
they
safe.
would literally turn that bedroom into a bunk bed. I mean, I'm serious. They would clean up the next morning. They would do the dishes. I mean, they would. One thing at our house, if you walked in the house, if you did not say hello to AJ or hello to me, you're out of here. I fed them. They showered them. We went to gifts, food, movie theaters, to school, to appointments,
But respect was a big deal. Like, acknowledge that when you walk in, we're your elders.
We do all this.
Yeah.
We're expected to say hello.
That's not a hard thing.
No, that's one thing that you still push off too. Like, when people meet you for the first time, when you say goodbye, you shake their hand. And you always teach a younger generation that I have actually brought over to the shop a couple times. You're like, oh, you're leaving? Okay, well, goodbye. And you make them shake your hand. And then you explain to them.
Yeah.
Especially you coming into someone's house.
The boys explained right away. Yeah.
Well, the thing about the shaking hand, we were at dinner earlier. I'm sorry you weren't there. Another meal, right? We went out to Burgers. It was really good. I had a chicken sandwich.
It's okay. I wasn't involved in any of the family activities.
Apparently not. But you're doing this right now, and you're getting cake, and, we're going to drive.
There's cake?
No, pie.
You mean pie?
We talked
if there's enough to still have, you said there's only half.
We talked about the art. We're going to give you one. I was teasing. You're worthy. Mm-hmm. We talked about the art of shaking hands, and not just shaking, but see. I knew about look in the eye, but he showed me about the side eye or something. The weasel eye. He judges people that way. He's like, okay, shake the hand, and you give a proper handshake, and you look him in the eye for a moment. 1, 2, 3. What are you afraid of? This is your moment. You
would not believe how many weasel eyes are out there.
Yeah, that just won't.
It's
what that is, where they're
it's
just looking
amazing.
around. They won't look at you.
Ask Kevin. He knows. It's amazing how
and
many
it's
we realize.
important, and that's how we,
Yep.
you only get one chance at a first impression,
Right.
okay?
That's it.
And I taught a long time ago. They said, Michelle, how come you can't remember people's names? And this one gentleman that was a keynote speaker, he said, it's because you're so self-centered that you're thinking about what you're going to say next that you can't remember that my name is Michelle or your name is Catherine, and then like 2 minutes later, you're like, oh, what was that lady's name? It's like say something, associate the word, and take a moment. Don't think about, oh, Catherine, what am I going to say next
Really,
to you?
you're going to throw this out there? I meet so many goddamn people a day.
Yeah, it's more than that.
It's hard
It's more than that.
to remember everyone's name.
Yeah, self-centered has nothing to do with it.
At least if I can remember Dave, Steve, or Mike, like it's one of those or something,
Well, I can't remember people's names, but I try to associate it. Yes, it's deeper than self-centered. He was probably a little harsh on that.
Yeah.
There is deeper than that. But you should it was like the art of how do teachers remember names, right? They're probably writing them down on the seating chart, but there are tricks
Yes.
to remembering and associating names.
The other night you said when I was up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, a guy I met in the grocery store, Delvon, Chase Strange, is great musical talent. So I walked into a Spartan Final and
You met him at a grocery store?
Yeah, Spartan
I did
Final.
never heard the story.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spartan Final. So I had Churro with me. So just the little girl was with him and his wife. So Churro walks up to the little girl and she pets him. She goes, oh. And then I just said something to her and I said, I said, I don't know, I can't remember what I said, but she says, hey, my daddy is a singer. And right away, Delvon says, no, don't talk about me. I said, hey, stop. Let her talk. And
Yeah.
he looks at me, he's like, I go, let her talk. So she talked to me. I said, hey, you know what?
You scared him, Stevie.
Yeah, no, he told me I intimidated the hell out of him.
Hell, yeah.
He told me that. But he said, it was amazing how I had the dialogue with his daughter. And I said, wow, well, that's one of your biggest fans.
Yeah.
I go, so let her talk. And then I invited him to the shop. He said he was so intimidated. It took him about 3 or 4 times to come. We talked about it. He called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes, are you still in Rancho Curve? I said, nah, dude, I'm in Marysville. He's all, dude, my daughter is going to miss you so much. I go, hey, we can always talk. I'm just going to Montana.
Yeah.
So we continued the conversation till, I don't know, from 3 to about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, but
It was a good one. There was joy around
I only
you.
hung out with him 3 times now. Mm-hmm. And we are like brothers. Like, I mean, we talk about so much stuff and on the same level. And
We filmed him for the Christmas thing.
Yeah.
When he came on
He
Christmas.
said-
We have him singing the national anthem. It was beautiful.
Oh, is
He
that
told-
who that guy
yes.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he
Yeah.
told me
I was
spiritual.
wondering who that was.
Yeah,
It was like
Chase-
some random guy singing.
Chase Vulture.
Yeah.
He told me spiritually, he told me, he goes, the day I met you, you changed me forever. I said, I appreciate that. Because he's a rap, does rap. He said he will no longer follow the rap, the way, I don't know, the harsh, or I don't know what you call it, the violent rap.
Right.
He said what he got from me was how to be a better linguist about better. I was like, wow, dude.
That's good.
I didn't expect that.
Because
like
he
that,
has
but
talent, so you
Yes.
just changed his
So,
mindset on that.
He's bouncing all this stuff off me. I said, anything that's better is better, bottom line. But that's just a quick story. That's how I met.
That's really
Chase
cool. I
Vulture.
did not know that you met him through a grocery store
From
and all
through his
that.
daughter, yeah. And his wife came to the shop, and she was awesome.
She had her baby yet? Because she
Yes,
was
they have a
really
beautiful-
pregnant at
beautiful boy,
Christmas.
beautiful
Okay.
boy. And yeah, they're doing
Wow.
pretty good.
She was like any day.
She was really pregnant.
No, she was like any moment. They
Yeah.
thought she was going to have the baby that night. No, it wasn't
Yeah.
like she was, Yeah, I wasn't saying she was fat. She was big bellied,
Beautiful
so
girl, too.
very beautiful. That's cool. Okay, so back to doing what you're doing this week. Is there? I always ask you on your truck update. Is there anything that fell off your truck this week? Any light fixtures?
No.
Gas pedals.
No, there's still a bunch going on in my life. Though.
Okay.
There's things falling off in my life, but not my
You
truck.
moved since the last time we talked about it, and you're all settled in, right? You got your stuff.
Well, it's not,
Pretty much.
It's
I mean,
organizing.
Is there still boxes that
Yeah,
are
there's
not
a couple
packed?
boxes.
Okay. All right. Have you been to your storage lately?
No.
Okay, we're still gonna do that.
Z Girl's gonna help me organize that stuff too,
Oh, really? Good. Because
so I
we're
don't
here
have
for
to do
you
it by
for that.
myself. Because
It's emotional.
just going through my room, I found some birthday cards
Oh, from your
for
mom.
my mom, and then I found a
With
card.
a dollar.
No,
No. His mom.
but
birthday
she
card.
always signed it at.
What's that mean?
Did she say love,
His mom
Mom?
gave him a dollar every
No,
year.
no,
what
she
you
always
got?
signed it. Happy birthday, son. Like she always called me son. Like, and whenever she wrote it down, like
Because you're bright.
love you, son, or happy birthday,
Because she couldn't
son.
remember your name.
But then I also found
We
a
got
card.
jokes.
Then I also found a card from my
I'm
grandfather
challenged.
thanking me for always calling them and checking on them, their health wise and stuff, and being there. So yeah, that was not fun.
I'm
She's
sorry,
like,
making
happy
jokes.
birthday, son.
I'm sorry, that's so bad. Her name's Michelle. Okay. Hey, I'm just trying to make him laugh. Okay, I'm just trying to make him laugh. But we're losing it. It's either we're gonna laugh or we're gonna cry. That's a form of like.
No, I know.
But as far as your grandpa goes, that's pretty special because I didn't have the relationship with, I never knew my grandpa, okay? So I didn't have a grandpa. He died when I was a week old. And then I had my step grandpa, who I knew as a grandpa. He died when I was many years ago. But I didn't have that close grandparent relationship like you did,
That's only one grandpa and a step. You still have another grandpa.
My father's father died when I was
okay, got it.
two different ones. My mom's dad, okay, her dad, he died when I was born, okay, like 4 days old. And then my dad's father, he died when I was about 10 years old.
So is it you?
I guess so. I'm the curse. Okay, I'm the one that's just done. So I didn't know. And then my dad's mom died when he was 9, so I didn't have
wow,
grandparents,
that's way
right?
too young.
My father was a twin, and his twin died at like 3 weeks old. Back in the day, he was. They were born in I don't remember where he was born. Maybe Chicago or something like that.
That's
She was
supposed
German.
to be pretty harsh that when a twin loses a twin.
Yeah. So
No
it was
matter
never
what
the
age.
same. Yep.
Yep.
And my grandmother's full-blooded German from Germany, so that's where I get my Germanness from, and my German curls.
Okay, Corey, keep it down.
I was just going to ask
Stop,
if you can raise
stop.
your hand for a question.
Stop. Oh, like
So-
this?
Walk a straight line.
Like this?
Right. And so
Can I raise my hand for a
no,
question?
Corey, about grandpa. Well, how's grandma? I have to do a grandma update because she's been through a lot.
She is going through a lot, and she finally divulged to me that
Okay.
she's dealing with lung cancer.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's
We're not
that
at
going on.
we're not at comfort care. She still has. I mean, we know that there's no like, oh, she has 2 months to live. There's a couple years. I mean, if everything. There's no dates.
Patience. I don't know
Okay.
yet. The biggest thing dealing with all that is, like I said, everything else going on that's chaotic right now, and being there for her and trying to find out everything when she has doctor's appointments tomorrow.
Okay.
For another MRI. So, well,
Does she have a ride from her?
yeah.
Okay.
That part's taken care of. There's other things going on I don't want to out right now on the show.
Okay.
But just not very happy with family.
Okay. Well, for your blood family, that's why you got us. That's why you got your extended ones that you chose.
That would like I like to say, there are bonds out there, people, that are stronger than real life family. That, people just you meet and they clicks and it's just stronger than blood. And
I have 2 sisters, and I'm getting close. I've always been close with my little sister, but we always had this butt head. She's 5 years younger, and so we made a pact a couple years ago to stop breaking up with each other. As far as I hate you, and then my mom, and fighting like teenagers, and so we decided we're not going to do that anymore. And my older sister, we love each other. My sister's extremely talented, but we're not necessarily braid your hair close. We're not doing that, but if there was anything she needed, I would be there in a moment. But I was sad over the years that I didn't have that really, really close friendships with my siblings. And so what my God brought me different people, brought me women in my life that were like sisters to me, brought grandparents, older people that were like grandparents to me. And that's what happens, people that are close. And, I don't know, Corey, it's been a tough year, 2023, and you still have some more trudging to go through. But I think that you talking about it and knowing that there's not an option there's always hope, right? We're not going to go to a dark place.
No, especially
we can have
now
dark
because
moments, but not
a lot of
dark
it has
days.
to do with Z-Girl, where I will not go to a dark place anymore because
She's counting on you.
I have a lot of unfinished business right now. Getting my company, getting my house in order.
Yep.
Getting everything to the point, because I want to say this right now. What's the point of building a fucking Rolodex of contacts, building fucking favors, helping people out with all these things that, they're like, oh, I owe you one whenever something comes up. and making all these connections, if you aren't going to fucking help the people that you care about later in life, when it comes up, oh, Shell, you need to get your car fixed. I got hella shops, for my company that I can send you to that will give you a great price, do the job well, or I can even get a couple of guys to come up here and do it for free for you because they owe me. Like, what's the point?
Use the favors. Use them.
Yeah.
What's the point of connecting people with other people, and then, it just creates more of a relationship with those people together, Community. It's like it's a community,
collective,
and what to be called trying to be a white knight by giving somebody everything. Well, what's the point of me building a fucking company if I can't hire my friends and family when they need a job? Right. What's the point of me building a company and making more money than I've ever made in my entire life if I can't spend that money on the people I care about, buying them things, or going on trips, or doing things with that money that help out other people too? What's the point of living this life if I'm just going to do everything for myself, but when I finally, want to help out somebody that I truly care about, it's just going to be thrown in my face that I'm just doing it for the wrong reasons, or I'm just trying to play savior. And it's like, no, fuck you. What's the point of me doing all these things and making this if I'm just going to sit with my little box of everything and my little treasures? And it's like, no, I'm not going to share. I'm not going to give them to you.
No, you're good to do that because we're supposed to, it's supposed to come in one hand and out the other. And right, Stevie?
You could watch them on your big TV.
Right, you watch them on your big TV.
So I really want to say fuck you. And if somebody who's watching this, I hope they gets this, then fuck you, because you're so far off left field that you don't even realize what's going on right in front of you, and obviously, it's not deserved for you because you've never given a crap about it.
Corey.
Okay. Subliminal.
From here on, base everything on merit. That's the only way to do it. Merit.
Yep.
And if you're going to give your word to somebody, follow through. Maybe they're tired of you fucking not following through with your word, not being there when they need you to be there. And like I was taught, what do you have in this fucking world anyways? Anything but your word. That's all you have. And if your word doesn't have any weight, if your word can't be trusted, if your word can't be, used as a temporary hold of like, hey, can I borrow $5? I'll pay you back in a week. And if my word doesn't hold the weight of that $5, and you're not going to give me the money, right? Like, you're not going to trust me with it. So what's the point of your fucking word if it doesn't mean anything?
So with that being said, that's Corey's public service announcement. And so what we're going to do with that is that he's thrown it out there, but you're going to be the example. We're going to be the example. We're going to do, I'm always try to be what I want I'm going to be the relationship that I want. If I want certain things from my beloved husband, then I'm going to give him what I want. Okay. I'm going to give him acts of kindness and love.
Give him the respect. Give him the love.
I'm going to give him respect. I'm going to give him a break. I'm going to take care of him, emotionally, financially, spiritually. If there's times when I, feeling like, oh, I'm not getting my needs, and I look at him and I say, well, maybe he's going through ABC right now and he can't provide that. And so then I'm not going to rely on that.
Try to dive into it. Don't just attack him for it.
Right.
Like, find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Why can't I get this back from you?
And that goes for these other people that can't be there. So if these people can't be there for the person you're speaking of right now, then you're going to create an environment where she can feel safe. And hopefully she can
right now,
carry that through.
I think she does know that there is a fucking army of people in the Sacramento community that have opened their arms and accepted her, and that, people are here for you. People care about you. Why? Because you are that good of a person, and they can just see.
Well, because that happened to you. Because we're our producer was, he doesn't want me to talk about hand signals, but he's giving them to me, and
I know we gotta get going.
And so we got to wind it up because we got to get Stevie on the bus. We have to leave in 45 minutes. Okay,
it's a train.
All right, it's a train. He's getting better than a bus.
We're running a
okay?
train on Stevie tonight.
I'm on the gravy train.
He's on the gravy train. But
I have a lot that we're gonna have to talk about again on another night.
We're gonna break it
There's
down.
A lot of unfinished business and everything.
There's unfinished business, but also we are going to be what we want people to treat people the way we want to be treated. Okay. And that's the bottom line. And that's what Stevie wants us to do. It's all about, we started the show out with betterment, and there's can you say the motto of Hellrzzr, please?
Not for the timid or the weak. nor the neither the weary nor the meek.
Okay.
Truth.
I feel like we should have it in that. You know who we need to say those words, like read the whole mission statement
Morgan
sometime?
Freeman.
No, James.
Jameson.
James last night.
Not Man in Black, James Jameson.
Yeah, James Jameson has that voice, you know, and I think that it would be really cool if he seriously spoke it out that way.
Not for the timid or the weak, neither the weary nor the meek.
And I want to
Hellrzzr.
give shout outs to Christopher. We love you so much, and Stephen and Stephanie. I know Stephanie's not a part of Hellrzzr, but I just want to acknowledge all your children. But Christopher and Tiffany, you know, you're going to be doing great things with Hellrzzr. And
Are you naming all his kids?
And let's not forget.
Oh, of course, Weston
and Trenton.
And
Let's not forget the guy who brought this amazing, really expensive, really nice whiskey when I was sober.
Thanks, Trent.
Thanks, Trenton.
Oh yeah, thanks, Trent, for taking Kev off.
That would be true Trenton fashion.
But I'm gonna kind of I have the liberties to say it. Okay, so distorted reality, right? We came together, you know, combining our powers, but also coming soon. Is going to be Hellrzzr TV, you know, and Kevin and I are going to be producing as Reality Check correspondents in the background. We are also going to dive in and be part of it, but I don't know what part, but we are going to be surrounding Hellrzzr TV. And we want to let you guys know that in 2023/2024, big things are going to happen. It's going to be the essence of what you guys noticed in the past, okay? That same flavor, and it's going to be really exciting. And I hope that you can... It kicked up a notch.
But not letting Stevie kick it up because he'll make it way too spicy.
No, but I want you to guys still support. Our OG is leaving to another state, but he's still our mascot and our OG. Okay, and Christopher is. He's just in a beautiful mind. And so please buy a t-shirt. Please go out there and support, hashtag, and do all that stuff. But mostly for
hellrzzrclothing.com.
hellrzzrclothing.com, Reality Check TV, Distorted Nation Radio, Distorted Reality Podcast. Please like all our pages and just know that we're just here for a big community. And bands out there, we do bands that come here to our place. We're going to be doing acoustic sets, but if you want to come and just have a little confession, little moment where you don't feel like you can share somewhere else, come on, we invite that too, right?
I want to shout out to Outer Black, Steve and Michael Martin.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my great dear friends.
So talented.
Yes, and
signature shirts are coming.
Yeah, signature shirts come. Well, that's on the download. But
and then in the next,
I so appreciate Corey what you've done, Michelle, Kevin, and this is good.
Yeah, we love you.
And then in the next episode, we'll talk more about the Bag of Life because I do have a couple drop locations to name. So those will be coming soon, and we'll see you next time.
All right, that's a wrap.